Something doesn't add up. Thanks for joining me as we continue to look at economics, current events, policy decisions, the kinds of things that affect everyday life. Hi, I'm Mo Cross. In our first video, we began deconstructing the headlines that are saying inflation is going down, but nothing is getting cheaper. We now know the differences between disinflation and deflation, and what that means for our high velocity expenses. What about our paychecks? This is where it starts to feel personal, where it hits your paycheck. This is where the numbers stop being abstract and start showing up in your actual life. People will say wages are up, and that's true. In many sectors, incomes have increased. On paper, things look better, but that's only half the equation. Income by itself doesn't tell you much. What matters is what that income can actually do. What can it actually buy? This is the difference between nominal and real. Nominal is the number. It's what shows up on your paycheck. It's what gets reported. But real is what that number means in the real world. After everything else is accounted for, after rent, after groceries, after gas, after insurance, that's what people actually live in, not the number, but the outcome. Let's break it down simply. If your income goes up 5%, but your total expenses go up 12%, you didn't move forward. You fell behind, even though your paycheck is higher. That's the part that creates confusion. When people hear wages are rising, they expect to feel better. They expect to have more room, more flexibility, more breathing space. But if everything else rose faster than your income, that space never shows up. And this is happening across multiple categories at the same time. Food is higher, housing is higher, insurance is higher, transportation is higher. So even if you get a raise, it gets absorbed. It disappears into everything else. And over time, that creates a very specific feeling. You're working more, you're earning more, but it doesn't feel like progress. It feels like you're just keeping up, or trying to. And this is where the gap really becomes visible. The message says things are improving, but your experience doesn't match that. And people don't live in averages. They don't live in reports. They live in their own numbers, their own budget, their own reality. When someone points to rising wages as proof that things are good, it can feel disconnected, because that number doesn't exist in isolation. It exists inside a system where everything else is moving too. And right now, for a lot of people, everything else is moving faster. That's the wage-price gap. And until that gap closes, until income rises faster than costs, in a way that people can actually feel, it's always going to seem like something is missing. People don't measure success by what they earn. They measure it by what they can afford. And if that hasn't improved, then nothing really has. See you in the next video, where we discuss perception versus reality. Something doesn't add up. I invite you to join me if you want to keep going. Bring along a friend, share the knowledge. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.